Um, but yes, the people that you think are your friends, and it's not even just relating to your kids, but real shit. As an adult, we have to realize and understand that everybody ain't our goddamn friends. Because we try to teach that shit to our children. They don't know that because they're kids. But your grown ass know better. You know the people that ain't really rocking with you, but you still be peddling right on behind them. Sad. Anyway, let's move on because that is a segue to my next topic. It says here, do you put your significant I didn't mean to put an S on that. I'm not trying to tell y'all to be having these polygamous relationships. That's not at all what I'm saying. So don't take that verbatim. But do you put your significant other before your kids? Now, before you answer that question, I want you to think about a couple of things. First of all, understand when I say significant other, I mean the person that you acknowledge and that acknowledges you as being in a relationship. That does not mean you have to be married. I mean the two of you are agreed that you are seeing only each other. That might not be true, but you are agreeing to it. So let's just step on that a second. So let me ask the question again. It says, do you put your significant others before your kids? I keep saying others. I don't know why the fuck I keep saying others. Y'all, I have one boyfriend. Been having them for a long time. I don't know why others keep coming out. Disregard that S, okay? Just X that motherfucker right on there. I'm not trying to say that. Yes or no are the options. And depending on that, why? So I'm going to tell you my point of view. I'm not always right. I don't ever attest to be. But I'm going to tell you from what I got that. My answer is no. I do not. Wait, I'm okay. It's yes. Sorry. I do not put my kids before my significant other. And let me please explain why. Some of you will disagree. However, if you understand logically why I'm saying that and not in an emotional standpoint, there's three things that I try to explain to people. One, the first thing is ask yourself if you are not married. This is the question you're asking yourself. Why are you not married? Is it a choice or is it by force? Meaning nobody want to marry your ass or you don't want to marry nobody else's ass. Like, is it a choice that you're making? Or is it because don't nobody really want to be on that level with you that you're not married? That's step one. Two, if you are not married and it's a choice, okay, even if it's by force, the second question still applies. Are you dating for fun or for future? Some people will say, what does that mean? So let me stop right here. If you're not married and it is a choice, great, fine. You haven't met the one. I get it. But if it's by force, because you feel like you ready, motherfuckers just ain't checking for you like that, I'm sorry, okay? But for me, I'm not married because I just don't want to be. At one point or another, I did. I don't give a fuck about that because marriage is not the same. However, that doesn't mean it does not exist. Traditional marriage does still exist. I applaud people that can do it. Right now, I'm not ready for it. When I thought I was ready for it, the person I thought, my current boyfriend, I thought that was the one. It's kind of having a situation where it's really rocky. We don't really know what be going on sometimes. And it's not even because we don't fit. It's because we both emotional motherfuckers. And we be having tantrums and shit. And we be going upside. No, we don't be going upside each other's head physically. But mentally, we be fucking with each other. So don't get it twisted. I don't get beat. I'm not a domestic violence victim. I pray for all of you who are. But I'm not that one. You cannot beat on me. I'm sorry. That's off topic. But so, with the fact that I have acknowledged it's a choice, and it may even be by force, because he probably don't want to marry my black ass either, but he ain't never said that, so I don't know. But the second question says, are you dating for fun versus future? So, I am dating for future, because eventually I will want to marry when we are right, and that means on the same page with a lot of things, finances, and I'm not talking about saving money. No, that's not what I mean. I mean as far as how we spend money. I had a problem. I had an addiction at one point. I would buy some shit for the hell of it just because I went in the store and said, you know what, I need this, but they didn't have it, so I had to buy something. I did. I had to go to counseling, and I'm not lying. I'm dead ass serious. But if you're dating for fun, what do you really expect to get out of that? And aside the fact that if you're not dating for fun and you're dating for future, how do you choose the person that is possibly right and on that page with you? The second part of that says dating for convenience versus stability. Some people won't know what that means. And they say, well, convenience, what do you mean by convenience? Well, convenience means a motherfucker can take care of you right now. They good with giving you a little change, you know what I'm saying? They'll pick you up, take you to the movies and shit like that. That's convenience. Stability is a motherfucker who say, you know what, but we ain't got it right now, but we got enough to go put in this account to do this, do that, and the third. But however, they end up planning some shit for you at a later time because they want you to be happy, but they just ain't stupid with it. They ain't trying to be out here stunting. That's what that means. The third one says, are you dating for money or for happiness? Money is a stunner. A nigga who can show you a couple of hundreds and twenties and you're like, oh, I like him. He got a little change or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to go, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. So if you paid attention, the first one, fun versus future. Second, convenience versus stability. The third, money versus happiness. Everything on the front end is for a dating personality. Everything on the back end is for a person who would like to be married. A true person who has a marriage mind. And the reason that's important is because if you say, the question was, do you put your significant other before your kids? If you say no, that's because you're a dater. Now, a lot of you will say, what the fuck is she talking about? She don't know what she's talking about. She's not married. You're right, I'm not. But I do know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you why. Once upon a time in America, the man was truly the head of the household. Mama made all the decisions. Mama made all the decisions. She told him how to spend the money and everything. However, that was because she was the brains. But when dad came home, everybody got quiet. Everybody made sure their shit was cleaned up. They had their homework because they respected dad. It's supposed to be that way. The man is supposed to be the head of the household. No, we're not saying that he's supposed to be a dictator. Not saying that. A marriage is equal on both levels. But what happens is a real woman knows when to stand down. And she knows when to vocalize. There's a difference. I haven't quite learned that, so I guess I wouldn't be considered a real woman as of yet. But there are things that I've learned to let go because he's the man. He's going to handle that. He's got that. I don't need to be involved in that. But there's other things where I have to step up and say, you know what, Dad, I got this. We're on the same page. As long as we understand what the outcome should be, let me handle this one. But that is the difference between a dater and a marriage mindset, because marriage, you are truly partners. You are truly on the same page. And I'm going to be real, we're going to bring it back to parenting on this one, because as a married couple, I know this is going to sound fucked up, but as a married couple or a person with a marriage mindset, or a couple with a marriage mindset that is working towards that, it's supposed to be y'all against them kids. I'm not saying a battle. I'm not saying a war. I'm saying those kids should know that mom and dad stand firm in whatever the fuck it is they saying. You can't play one against the other. You can't ask mom something, she say no, you go ask dad. Shouldn't be that way. You can't ask dad something, he say no, you go ask mom, and she say yeah. It should not work like that. They should know you guys are a unified front, and it's fuck them kids together. And when I say fuck those kids, I don't mean fuck them literally like I don't like them. I'm saying they better go on with that bullshit. That's what that means to me. So when you say, do you put your significant other before your kids? And you say, yes, I do. It's because you have a marriage mindset. Because you know that as long as you and dad are on the same page and dad is happy, the house gonna be happy. As long as dad is taken care of, the house gonna be taken care of. See, a lot of you women forget, when you have children, you didn't have kids for yourself. You had them for that man. I don't care what you say. Yeah, as a kid, every little girl said, when I have a baby, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You never said, when I have a baby on my own, because you can't have a baby on your own. A lot of us end up with having our children on our own because these niggas leave, but that's not the point that I'm making. What I'm saying is, we started out being groomed to be wives. Somewhere along the way, we lost that because the society changed. So many of these niggas, excuse my language, ain't shit. But it's some of you females that ain't shit either. Now, we are going to move on, but I'm more than happy to step back if necessary. Again, please leave your comments, ask your questions, suggestions, all of that. So I went over and I kept, just kind of thinking about that original question about putting your significant other before your kids. I'm not telling you every nigga you date supposed to come before your kids. That is not at all what I'm saying. If he's just a significant other, in a sense that you are truly just dating, and 9 times out of 10, that means you guys are just screwing. He's not really being a father figure to your kids, or she's not being a mother figure to your kids. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about a person that you are truly grooming and that is truly grooming you to be their lifelong partner, their wife, their husband. Because if you guys are both on that same journey together and you both know that's what you want, you have to put each other first. Because if something happened to one or the other, who is going to stand up and take care of those kids? But my last point says, depending on your answers to the questions and subtitles, which were the dating for convenience versus stability and future versus fun and all of that, that's what those subtitles were. I basically kind of summarize and say, you should be able to answer the original question with honesty in the meaning of logical thinking, and not just your emotions. See, a lot of times we answer questions based on our emotions because we don't want to be viewed in a certain way. If you know anything about a true family, you know that the man is supposed to come first. I've seen a lot of gentlemen ask this question. I've seen some women ask this question. I even seen somebody post on Facebook and say, if you are not truly, do not date a single mom. I forgot it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But it was something along the lines of saying that, that's what he said. He said, do not be prepared to date a single mom if you're not willing to recognize her kids come first. Now, that is a great statement. However, that is for a dating mind. And that is also for a person who is dating you with the wrong intentions. If a person is coming into your life, you have to idolize and understand, where are they coming? Why? Why are they here? And at very first sight, you'll know if a person's full of shit. Like, I personally can read people really good. So when it comes to me saying I put my significant other before my kids, that's because he's their father. Every last one of those kids belong to him, and he take damn good care of them. Now, the problem is, he don't always take good care of me. And I'm not saying that in a sense that he doesn't take care of his business, but sometimes he forget a bitch is needing some attention, okay? Like Future say, I need some extra love, okay? So sometimes he forget that, and I think it's because he is always thinking about the kids and work and bills. So it's easy to get off track. But if you guys think about the fact that most marriages fail because a woman has a mindset of, my kids become before him, but they're always asking him for something or asking him to do something. Them kids can't help you pay no bills. Them kids can't take care of you get sick. Those kids can't fix your car if it breaks down. Those kids are depending on you.